our guy, Dave, For the Bay clothing. I see For the Bay stuff, and you see the hat, the old school hat right up there,
Love
brother.
it. Yep, that's it. I love
I,
it.
bro, where was I? I was somewhere. I don't know if I was in New York. I was somewhere in a distant land here recently, and I saw a For the Bay shirt and hat combo, and I was just like, I was gonna take a picture and send it to you, but I was like too busy
Yeah,
fist pumping. I was so
love it.
happy,
Like a
and then
mini call, right?
I know. And then I saw the video last night that Ryan Bass did when he was over working on the TV side and it was when you guys were popping up, and it was right after, just when you guys were still outside. I think it was before the store. And it was just so cool to see how far that you guys have come. What's going on, brother? Happy holidays. Happy New Year. How are
Yeah,
things with you and the fam?
it's great, man. We appreciate you having us on. It's been crazy. I mean, quarter four, as you know, here in Tampa Bay, it doesn't end with Christmas. It ends with Gasparilla. So we're full steam ahead with Gatsby gear and playoff football here in the Bay, and some hockey homestands. So we're gearing up, man.
You got that right, buddy. And how excited were you? And so I start thinking of things now when like different events and different things come out. When the Lightning announced the Stadium Series thing, were your wheels spinning?
My
Because
inbox got inundated.
I'm thinking about you, and I'm just like, oh my god, Dave and the crew over there are gonna go wild with this thing.
Yeah, our inbox was flooded yesterday. Like, I can't wait to see you're gonna do scarves and toques and beanies, and I'm like, I got a year. I'm like, we'll be ready. But yeah,
Do
that's what.
you guys take ideas for stuff like that, or because I know you have the thought process that goes into this, got to be very meticulous. You got to make sure the designs, they pay off. Do you
Right.
take ideas from people, or is that
Dude,
just the
absolutely. I mean,
brainchild of you guys?
yeah, I mean, we're fans just like all of you, like everybody else. So there's people that will send us some things, and I always say, if we do it, you'll be the first one to get a free shirt. So, but yeah, it's cool to kind of see just what other Tampanians have in mind, and obviously we have a design team that has been amazing and helped us take our crazy thoughts that we have in here and get them print ready. So, but yeah, I mean, it's people have got a lot of cool ideas. So it's if we can help make Tampa Bay a better place by somebody else's idea, we'll try to do that.
And I know being involved in the swim community for a long time, and you understand it takes a village type of thing, right? And you get that as much as anybody. That Team Tampa Bay, it's really all of us. But when you see professional athletes, when you see coaches, when you see like big time dignitaries wearing the For the Bay stuff, like what does that mean to you and the family personally, man? Because it's awesome for me, and we're just friends.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I love seeing it myself.
yeah. It's surreal. I mean, we just had a friend pop in here. Kelsey Beaumont. We met her like first person we met doing it, doing the clothing company, and she's blowing up with her bracelet business and doing a bunch of things in the community as well. And we're just chatting about we're already bursting at the seams at the store here, and it'll be a year April 20th. So we're you don't know how it's going to go when you get started, and then you keep you have goals, and my wife and I have goals, and we just every decision we make, you want to make it towards getting closer and closer to where you want to be. So, and we've been blessed to have some incredible partnerships from our print shops and our designers and, other small businesses in the Tampa community, and people like yourself that, have embraced us and embraced the idea of For the Bay, and the teams use the terminology on their Twitter accounts. And, but, I got to meet Baker and the O line at Davis Island back in December, and just amazing people, amazing guys that just like you and I, there's just really, really good at sports. And, but it never gets old. Like you said,
Right.
seeing people at an airport, you seeing people wearing your stuff, or somebody will send you a picture, and they're across the country and or across the world. It's very humbling, and we take a lot of pride in it, and we want to make sure that everyone's proud of what we're doing.
We certainly are, Dave. And I want, for those who don't know, and we had you on air over at iHeart, last year, but I think it's important because especially now with me, like the transition in my career and my life, and do I want to do the Jay Recher podcast? Yeah. You know what I mean? I gotta continue going. I gotta continue pushing. I gotta bet on myself. For those
Yep.
who don't know the story with you and Allison, I think it's important for you to tell people out there that are maybe tepid and making a change in their life, maybe tepid and making a big decision. the decision that you guys made to go full bore into this thing, and we know it's paying dividends now, but just take us through that thought process. If you guys had reservations, and when you finally had that breakthrough.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're obviously looking at COVID, March 12th. I'll never forget it. I was driving to Orlando for a swim meet, and got the whole world shuts down, right? So we spent the next 16, 17, 18 weeks at home. You couldn't do workouts with your athletes. You're doing Zoom calls in the morning and Zoom workouts, and I'm sitting by the pool at home at noon, and you can only drink so much and not do, and just sitting there just wondering when your life's going to get back to normal, whatever normal is. And Allison had a very high level sales job with she's been in education her whole life, and she's incredible at educational consulting with companies and hands-on manipulatives and things like that. She was actually just flew back from Chicago yesterday, doing some work up there, and she just hated it. I mean, just the sales pressure, and I just saw her dying every day, just hating it. And then the Buccaneers signed Tom Brady. And I grew up in Northeast Ohio. Everybody kind of knows my story. There's a lot of brands that do what we do across the country. Some incredible, people that we've met along the way and share ideas and our journeys together. And my wife looked at me. I was driving home from the pool one day, checking on the pool, and she's like, "You should start the clothing brand." And I was like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, we don't know what we're ever going to get back to. So I was like, "All right." So we came home and sat at the table right there by the front door. I'll never forget it. And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "If we're ever going to do it, we need to try it." And I was like, "Okay." So I pull up Sunbiz and I start an LLC, and we're like, "Okay, what do we want the name to be? Do we want it to be, Tampa Bay Clothing, or this stuff?" And I'm like, that's boring. And she's like, "How about For the Bay?" And I was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." I was like,
"Everything we do is right?" When you're like,
yeah. She's definitely the brains behind the business here. But yeah, so it just, we just started with an idea and a concept, and obviously our 813 design was our first design that we released, and that's our trademark. And we launched, so we built the website. First 6 designs launched August 7th of 2020. And then the Bolts go on to win the Stanley Cup 2 months later. Rays go to the World Series a month after that. Bucs win the Super Bowl. Bolts win it again 10 months later. And, then we're on our way, so winning obviously helps a lot of things, and the buzz and people moving to Tampa, specifically because of COVID, and they don't want to be cooped up in New York and Jersey and all those other areas up north. So it's like the perfect storm. The Tom Brady effect was real, the boat parades. And then, we got lucky. We did some great designs.
Right.
And just the boots to the ground. I think that's something that, like we have 6 kids, and they see how hard and smart we work. And it's, you say you trade in your 9 to 5 or whatever it is to work 100 hours a week. It's not, people don't see that. They just see, the kind of the designs, and they see the website and they see that you're doing well. But it is a nonstop grind. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love every second of it. The people that we get to meet and the relationships we're building, it's truly, truly the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. But yeah, so that's kind of gives you a 30,000 foot view there.
Yeah, man. And just before we had Rob Higginson, the Tampa Bay Sports Commissions, on about half an hour ago, I was talking about taking a chance on yourself and doing what you love, and saying what your wife did. Like, yeah, what about quality of life, right? I mean, some people always look at like, oh, I'm making this amount of money and this and that, but it's just like, it's about quality of life, man. You said you had 6 kids, man. If you're waking up every day and you got to do whatever it takes to keep a roof over their heads and keep food on the table, shit, man, you want to do something where you're not dreading going to work, right? I implore anybody that's watching this today. I've done all the jobs, man. I was a usher at a baseball stadium. I was working at movie theaters. I was serving. I was bussing overnight at FedEx, man. And I was like, I don't care what I got to do. I got to get the hell out of this lifestyle. And I moved to Florida when I was 20, because I was like, man, I want to do something that I love. I got into coaching, then I got into radio, and then the rest is history. I know you got a big design, new shirt coming out. What is it coming out today? Let us know.
Yeah, got it right here, my friend. So I'm wearing mine.
Nice.
Yes, we want to come up with something. Obviously it's playoff push, but it's a year-round thing. This is back of the shirt. About bringing the ship home. Bring the championship back to the Bay. Yeah, absolutely. Probably one of our favorite ones that we've done to this point. We got our front left chest design there. It might end up being a hat patch here soon as well. But yeah, so I'll bring the ship home. It's in store right now. We did a unisex t-shirt. We also did a really nice crew neck sweatshirt. It's about to be, I think it was going to be 42 degrees Sunday night. Mm-hmm. So we got a black crew neck sweatshirt. Those are in store as well. We also did a comfort wash, which is 100% pre-shrunk cotton. This is going to be a big seller.
Nice.
So creamsicle blend there. We also did a sweatshirt of that same design as well. So we knew it was going to be a chilly night football. So we've already had a lot of people stop in the store today. Some local pickup orders online, so people can pick up before. We'll be shipping out today too. So if you pick priority shipping, we'll probably get it tomorrow. But yeah, stop in the store, man.
Those are badass, brother. ForTheBayClothingCo.com. Incredible. What's the big? Are those just regular sweatshirts? Are they hoodies? What are just regular sweats?
Yes, we did crew necks on those just because the design. We don't want to get lost.
For sure.
So yeah,
nice
crew neck, super soft, super comfortable, unisex for both the cream sweatshirt and the black. Bring the ship home.
Love that, man.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a lot of those around the stadium Sunday night.
Heck yeah. And our guy Richie P, nice. I'll pick one up for sure. Just be like Richie P, man. Get on out there and support our friends at For the Bay. Again, ForTheBayClothingCo.com. What else we got coming up over the next couple weeks, man? Any ideas of, I know you're always keeping your eyes and your ears out, like I said, with the stadium series, but any big events or any big things in the works?
Yeah, so Sunday we'll be at Armature Works before the game. So you guys can come see us at Armature Works 11 to 3 inside the gathering room, and then we'll be getting out of there. We'll be the first ones to hit the door there and pack up and get ready to get down to Ray J to have some fun at Ray J Sunday night. Then we've got Mezzo Market in St. Pete down at the Edge District, the 18th, which is the Kids Gasparilla Parade Day in the 813. But yeah, a lot of Gasparilla stuff. Our store is filled with Gasparilla stuff for youths and women and kids or adults and men. And then we've got a new Gasparilla hockey inspired design coming in the next weeks too. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be killer. But yeah, we're already gearing up. We're already thinking about where we're our spring collection and summer collections are underway. Just got a big email yesterday. We did partner with IndyCar last year for the St. Pete Grand Prix.
Nice.
We just signed on to do it again this year. So we'll be down doing a design for IndyCar again this year.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see that design, man. For the Bay Clothing Co. on Instagram, For the Bay CC on Twitter /X, and just go to the website. Everything is on there. ForTheBayClothingCo.com. You can see their story, the collections, the hats, accessories. Go get some gift cards too. You want to talk about something that you're looking for an idea. I know the holidays just passed, everybody that's watching, but birthday gifts, right? You just don't know what to get somebody. Get them a gift card, right? For the Bay Clothing, and let them pick out what they want to pick out, because there's so many different designs. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So you may like something, but somebody might love that. They might like something else. So there's a lot of great things there. Dave, continue success, my brother. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we'll be in touch, man. If you have another big design you're going to drop, make sure you reach out, man. We'll get you right back on the show.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, brother. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, buddy.